There's the White Rabbit.
Rushing around again.
He does seem a terribly nervous sort.
Look! Who are all those people out there?
I hadn't noticed.
I don't think they're from Wonderland. Why don't you ask them? Don't be a dodo.
But I am a dodo.
That's right, you are.
Go ahead, ask them. Where are you from? You're right, they're not from Wonderland. Don't you think we should say hello or something?
How about a song?
A song! I know just the one.
Welcome to Wonderland, this magic place, this other land, where everything is quite absurd. It's even stranger than you've heard. Welcome to Wonderland, this magic place, this other land, where dreams come true, they really do, in Wonderland. Welcome to Wonderland, this magic place, this other land, where everything is quite absurd. It's even stranger than you've heard. Welcome to Wonderland, this magic place, this other land, where dreams come true, they really do, in wonderful, magical Wonderland. This fabulous, marvelous, glorious Wonderland, Wonderland, Wonderland.
Whoa! Ow! 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 What a curious place. I wonder how many mobs I've fallen. I know it sounds most odd, but I just fell down a rabbit hole. Oh, I swear it's true. I've never been known to lie.
Oh dear, I'm late. Oh, the Duchess, the Duchess. Oh, won't she be savage if I kept her waiting?
There it is, the White Rabbit. Whoever heard of a rabbit with a pocket, or he wants to take it out of, I imagine it must be somewhere near the center of the earth. Let me see. That'd be 4,000 miles down, I think.
Oh, the Duchess, the Duchess. I'm late. I'm late.
Will you please, sir?
What's that? What's that? Who's there? Who's there?
My name is Alice.
Then Alice can't be my name, can it?
Sir?
You have to be who you are, and I have to be who I am. If you're Alice, then I'm obviously someone else.
I think so.
You think? Don't you know? If you're not sure, then I could be Alice and you could be the White Rabbit.
I don't feel the least bit like a white rabbit.
Then perhaps you're a Welsh Rabbit. I'm late!
Please, I wonder, could you tell me what this place is called?
I could. I don't know if I should. You seem like a rather stupid girl, and good information is usually wasted on stupid folk.
There's no need to be rude.
There's no need to be polite either. That's the way things are in Wonderland.
Is that what I am, Wonderland?
Oh, the Duchess, the Duchess! I'm late! I'm late!
Please wait, I have so many questions. Up in the mirror, he seemed the same size as any rabbit. Down here, he's large. Indeed. Or maybe I've gone smaller. I wish I hadn't fallen. I wish my sister would poke her head down and say, "Come up again, Alice. I don't want to be all alone down here." Stop crying, stop crying. You're making a flood. Who's that? There's no flood here. I'm simply crying. Oh, my foot. It's wet. My tears are making a large puddle. Oh! Stop crying! Stop crying! You're making a flood. Oh dear, how peculiar. The water's rising. I've got to keep my chin above the water.
You are so big, you wouldn't make this ocean.
I'm not big. I'm small. At least I think I am.
don't think it's drier that way.
Mouse, you know the way out of this pool? I'm tired of swimming about.
I don't know why I should tell you anything. Look at this salty soup you've gotten me into.
Mouse, please don't go.
Not much sense in staying, you know. You're not very good company.
I do wish I could get to shore.
How do you do, my dear?
I don't do too well, thank you. I'm not a very good swimmer.
Don't worry, the pond will soon dry up.
How is that possible?
Anything's possible in Wonderland.
Simply think backwards.
Backwards?
Think what it was like before you started to cry.
I'll do my best.
I'm dripping wet. I'm cropped. I'm uncomfortable. How are we to get dry?
If I were back home, I'd fetch some fluffy towels.
Well, you're not back home, so that isn't helpful.
Be helpful.
I'm trying.
I can sing something. We're singing Dry My Feathers. It won't make them any wetter.
In that case, I suggest you begin the concert.
Oh, the Duchess, the Duchess! Oh, my dear paws! Oh, my fur and whiskers! She'll get me executed as sure as ferrets are ferrets!
Good gracious, what's the matter with that fellow?
Oh, I've dropped my fan and white kid gloves! I must get back home and fetch some others!
Things are getting curiouser and curiouser.
What part shall I sing first?
The encore!
I'm not a real turtle, you know. I'm a mock turtle. So when I sing, you shouldn't expect to hear a real song.
I'm still wet. Sing!
Beautiful soup, so rich and green, waiting in a hot tureen. Who for such dainties would not stew? Soup of the evening, beautiful soup. Soup of the evening, beautiful soup.
Beautiful soup. Beautiful, beautiful soup.
Beautiful soup, who cares for fish, game, or any other dish? Who would not give all else for two? Pennyworth only a beautiful soup. Pennyworth only a beautiful soup.
Beautiful soup. Beautiful soup. Soup of the evening. Beautiful, beautiful soup.
That's quite nice, but sad.
You might have said it was sad but nice.
I'm afraid I'm still damp.
And my feathers are stuck together.
I know the best way to get us dry would be a caucus race.
Yes, it's a caucus race, a caucus race.
What is a caucus race?
The best way to explain it is to do it. We get in a circle.
When do we begin?
Whenever you like. What magic? I do believe there's going to be a wet magic.
You're in front of me. You're in back of me as well.
When do we stop? Whenever you like.
Faster.
Faster, faster.
And the race is over.
I'm quite out of breath. I'm dry.
Naturally, you're dry.
That's why we had the race.
Who has won?
Everybody has fun, and all of us have prizes.
Who is to get the prizes?
Why, she, of course.
Oh dear, I don't know if I have anything appropriate. I know. Gumdrops. Luckily the water didn't get into them.
Prizes, prizes, prizes.
exactly one apiece all around.
She must have a prize herself.
Of course. What else have you got in your pocket? Only a thimble.
Hand it over.
We beg your acceptance of this elegant thimble. It all seems so absurd. It looks so grave. I don't want to laugh.
Thank you.
I do wish I had Dinah here.
And who is Dinah, if I might venture to ask?
Dinah's my cat.
Did you say cat?
Oh, I beg your pardon. I forgot mice didn't like cats.
Would you like cats if you were me? Nasty, low, vulgar thing. Don't let me hear the name cat again.
I didn't mean to upset you. I'm sure if you meant Dinah, you find her quite good company. Speaking of company, I believe there is someone approaching. Oh my, how odd. She looks like a walking chess piece.
Of course.
She's the Red Queen.
The Red Chess Queen. Here she is, the Red Queen, also called the Chess Queen, and she rules all first scene. Curtsy to the Red Chess Queen. Come and play our chess game. Win and lose, it's all the same. Go one square to the next. You can move, come be our guest.
Well, I've got to get going. The air doesn't quite suit my throat.
Excuse us, Your Majesty. Where do you come from? Where are you going? Look up, speak nicely, and don't twiddle your fingers all the time.
I wonder, could you help me? I'm afraid I've lost my way.
I don't know what you mean by your way. All the ways about here belong to me. Why did you come out here at all? Curtsy while you're thinking of what to say. It saves time. Why are you staring?
It's your crown. It's the strangest crown I've ever seen. It looks exactly like a chess piece.
It is a chess piece. I'm the Red Chess Queen. Don't you know anything? Look out there. What do you see?
Why, the countryside looks exactly like a giant chessboard.
Open your mouth a little wider when you speak. And always say, Your Majesty.
There ought to be some chessmen moving about. So there are. It's a great, huge game of chess being played all over the world. Oh, what fun it is. I wouldn't mind being a chess pawn if only I could join the game. Although, of course, I should like to be a queen best, Your Majesty.
That's easily managed. When you get to the 8th square, you'll be a queen.
That's all there is to it?
You're not there yet.
My sister will be so surprised, and Dinah.
No more talking, only running.
Running.
Faster, faster!
Where are we going?
Faster, faster, now!
This is stranger than the caucus race.
Faster, faster! You may rest a little now.
Why, I don't believe we've gone anywhere. Everything's just as it was.
Of course it is. How else would you have it?
In my country, you generally get somewhere else if you are running very fast for some time, as we've been doing.
A slow sort of country. Now here, you see, it takes all the running you can do to keep in the same place. If you want to get somewhere else, you must run at least twice as fast. And remember, in Wonderland, the more things change, the more they stay the same.
How I to reach the 8th square?
Take a train, I should think. You'll find yourself in the 4th square in no time. That square belongs to Tweedledum and Tweedledee. The 5th is mostly water. The 6th belongs to Humpty Dumpty. The 7th is forest. However, one of the knights will show you the way. And in the 8th square we shall be queens together, monarchs supreme, all feasting and fun.
I can't wait to get started. Can we go at once?
Off with his head! Off with his head!
Whoever is that?
Off with his head!
What do you suppose the poor fellow has done?
The Queen of Hearts, she made some tarts on a summer day. The Knave of Hearts, he stole those tarts and took them quite away.
Off with his head!
I do wish she stopped saying that.
Off with her head!
Oh,
Don't forget the
the croquet game. Bring your own flamingo.
Yes, ma'am.
Proceed. Sentence first, verdict afterwards. Off with his head.
Isn't the park developed yet in trial? I suppose. Why do you have to take a flamingo to her croquet game? Silly question. Queen of Hearts is ruler here. We do as she commands. We use flamingos as mallets. Stand at the croquet ball. Come along. The 8 square is quite some distance. We'll have to run at least twice as fast as before. Faster! Faster! I'm trying! Faster! Faster! Faster!
Oh, wait! Please wait! Don't leave me behind! I'm running fast as I can! Wait! Wait!
The Jabberwock is an awful beast. The very worst at the very least.
He'll turn you into a dinner feast.
We hope that soon he'll be deceased.
I'll never catch up with the Red Queen. I've never seen anyone travel as fast as she. Oh,
Who are you?
I hardly know, sir, at present. I knew who I was when I got up this morning.
What do you mean by that? Explain yourself.
I'm afraid I can't put it more clearly. Wonderland is a strange place, and it does confuse one.
Not a bit.
It certainly confuses me.
You? Who are you?
I think you ought to tell me who you are first.
Why?
I'm not going to stand here and listen to any more nonsense.
That's all you're going to hear in this place. North, east, south, west, it's all nonsense. Wait!
Well,
Can you sing my favorite song?
what is your favorite song?
The Jabberwocky.
I think so.
Good. Class is in session. Attention, everybody, attention.
Oh, we're here. We ran all the way.
Now, everyone, let's begin.
Sir!
And now let us all sing our song. 'Twas thrilling, and the slimy toes did gyre and gimble in the wave. All mimsy
like that song.
It's getting late anyhow.
I've got to be getting home. I wish you creatures in Wonderland wouldn't be so easily offended.
You'll get used to it in time.
For the Duchess, an invitation to play croquet. For the Duchess. Oh, the Duchess, the Duchess! Oh, won't she be savage if I've kept her waiting? An invitation to play croquet. Oh, the Duchess, I'm late! From the Queen of Hearts, an invitation to play croquet. For the Duchess.
There's no use in knocking.
Why not?
First, because I answered the door. I'm on the same side door as yours. And secondly, because they're making so much noise inside, no one could possibly hear you.
I don't hear anything.
You will.
But if no one answers the door, how am I to get in?
Are you to get it at all? That's the question.
It's really dreadful the way all you creatures in Wonderland argue. It's enough to drive one crazy. I'm sure the caterpillar was wrong. I won't get used to it in time.
Suit yourself.
But what am I to do?
Anything you like.
There's no use talking to him. He's perfectly idiotic. Anybody home?
Speak rudely to your little boy and beat him when he sneezes. Achoo! He only does it to annoy because he knows it teases. Achoo! Pig.
There's too much pepper in that soup.
Too much pepper in that soup. Pig.
Would you tell me what this is?
Don't you know anything? You're looking at a Cheshire cat.
It's not a cat at all. It's a smile.
More like a grin.
More pepper. I've often seen a cat without a grin, but a grin without a cat, it's the most curious thing I've ever seen in all my life.
Then you haven't seen much, and that's a fact. Pig.
I beg your pardon.
Why? I don't beg yours, you should beg mine. It's only fair. Besides, begging isn't nice.
Be careful, you might hurt the baby. Please, would you tell me why your cat grins like that?
What a dull girl you are. I told you, it's a Cheshire cat. They always grin like that. It's all they're good for. Isn't that true, Cook?
True. It is an amazing smile.
The Cheshire cat, he has a smile that always lingers on. The smile will always grin and grin when body, legs, and face are gone. He won't be bored, ignored, or sad. Instead, he'll just smile cheerfully. Then head to tail, he'll disappear. But his
play croquet with the queen.
I don't take this child away. There's no telling what might happen to it. Please don't sneeze so close to the baby.
It's not a baby.
Don't pepper the baby.
It's not a baby. It's a pig. See for yourself.
Oh my, it is a pig. Don't run. Running is not a proper way of expressing yourself.
Needs more pepper.
If you're going to turn into a pig, my dear, I'll have nothing more to do with you.
Give it here. I know how to deal with this sort.
If it had grown up, it would have been a dreadfully ugly child.
But rather handsome pig, I think.
I'm not going to stand here and listen to any more nonsense. I'm on my way to the 8th chess square.
In that case, you better have some pepper.
Achoo! Achoo! Oh, do stop! Please stop! Achoo! Achoo!
Whatever has become of that little girl? She'll never make it to the 8th square the way she runs in place.
Nonsense.
You can't be off to play croquet with the queen.
Why not?
You don't have a flamingo.
I have an invitation. One invitation is worth 2 flamingos.
We mustn't keep her waiting. You know how angry the Queen of Hearts can get.
I know how angry I can get if I stay in one place too long.
Shall we run twice as fast?
Why not?
Oh, I'm late! I'm late! Oh dear! Oh dear! I'm late! I'm late! That looks like a quite good-natured cat. Perhaps it can help me.
Wow. Nice to see you again.
Again? Have we ever met?
Back at the Duchess. Don't you remember me? I'm the Cheshire Cat.
I met your grin there, but I didn't meet you.
I was there all along. I fade in and out when my mood strikes.
Where's your grin?
Back in the kitchen. You don't suppose I carry it everywhere I go. Someone might steal it.
I'm traveling to the 8th square. I wonder, could you tell me which path I should take?
That depends a good deal on where you want to get to. In that direction's the Hatter, in that direction's March Hare. Visit either you like, they're both mad.
I don't want to go among mad people.
Oh, but you can't hold that here. We're all mad. I'm mad. You're mad.
How do you know I'm mad?
Well, you would be, or you wouldn't have come here today. Do you play croquet with the Queen today?
I should like to, but I haven't been invited.
By the way, what became of that baby? I forgot to ask.
It turned into a pig.
I thought it would. It always does.
It's square. How'd I reach it? Treasure cat won't come back. Oh, dear.
If you think we're waxworks, you ought to pay, you know. Waxworks were made to be looked at for nothing. Know how.
Contrariwise, if you think we're alive, you have to speak.
I didn't mean to stare. This must be Tweedledum and Tweedledee. I'm in the 4th square. Tell me, which is the best path out of the woods?
You've begun wrong. The first thing in a visit is to say how'd you do and shake hands.
How'd you do? How'd you do? Shall we dance?
Delighted.
Dum-dee-dum-dee-dum-dee-dum, dum-dee-dum, dum-dee-dum, dum-dee-dum-dee-dum-dee-dum, dum-dee-dum-dee-dum. 4 times that is enough for one dance.
No how.
Contrary-wise.
I have so much to ask. I hope you're not tired from your little dance.
Thank you for asking.
Much obliged. Do you like poetry?
Would you please tell me which path I should take?
The Walrus and the Carpenter is our favorite.
I don't think I'd care to hear it.
It's all about a walrus and a carpenter who tricks some oysters into taking a walk with them.
And then they eat the oysters.
You shouldn't laugh. I feel sorry for the little oysters.
Don't be, they weren't real.
Besides, you haven't heard the poem.
I don't intend to.
In that case, we'll begin at once.
Selfish thing.
The walrus and the carpenter were walking close at hand. They wept like anything to see such quantities of sand.
If this were only cleared away,
They said it would be grand. Oh, oysters, come and walk with us, the walrus did beseech.
a pleasant walk, a pleasant talk along the briny beach.
We cannot do with more than 4 to give a hand to each. The eldest oyster looked at him, but never a word he said.
More tea?
How nice. How civilized. Tea time.
I hope I'm not intruding.
No room, no room.
There's plenty of room.
Who is she? Did you invite her?
Certainly not. No room for extra guests.
Every party has a limit, and our limit's strictly 3. Go and find another party. We have all we want here. Sing.
You have such atrocious manners. There's more settings here for tea. Everybody make some room there, 'cause I know there's space for me. Wake up, Dormouse, we're moving around.
We're the only ones invited, that's how we insist it be. Here we have our private party, it's our own exclusive tea.
I cannot accept your rudeness, and at home 'twould never be. I'll just pick an empty seat here and invite myself to tea.
It wouldn't imply you sit down without being invited.
I didn't know it was your table. It's set for a great many more than 3. Both of you leaning on the dormouse must be very uncomfortable for the poor thing. Your hair wants cutting. You shouldn't make personal remarks. It's very rude. What day of the month is it? The 4th. 2 days wrong. I told you butter wouldn't suit the works.
It was the best butter.
Yes, but some crumbs must have gotten it as well. You should have put it in with the bread knife. What a funny watch. It tells the day of the month and doesn't tell the hour? Why should it? Does your watch tell what year it is? Of course not. That's because it stays the same year for such a long time. Which is just the case with mine. I don't know what you mean. The dormouse is asleep again.
I want a clean teacup, so I'll move one place. Pour some tea on his nose.
Of course, just what I was going to remark myself.
time I ask Ida, you wouldn't be talking about wasting it. It's him.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you don't. I dare say you've never even spoken to time.
I know I have to beat time when I learn music.
March, march, on the march area.
Don't you remember? It was at the great concert given by the Queen of Hearts. I had to sing. Twinkle, twinkle, little bat, how I wonder what you're at. Up above the world you fly, like a tea tray in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle.
Hit his nose and make it stop. This cup has already been used. Let's all move on, please.
I hardly finished the first verse when the Queen bawled out, "He's murdering time, off with his head."
She does like that expression.
Ever since then, time won't do a thing. It's always tea time now. I never had time to wash the plates, the cups, the saucers.
That's why you keep changing places.
As things get used up, there must be a clink up somewhere.
But what happens when you're back where you started?
I'm getting tired of this. Tell us a story.
I'm afraid I don't know one.
Wake up, Dormouse.
I wasn't asleep. I heard every word you fellows were saying.
A story.
Be quick about it, you'll be asleep before it's done.
Once upon a time, there were 3 little sisters, and their names were Elsie, Lacey, and Tilly. They lived on the bottom of a molasses well.
What did they live on?
Molasses, of course, what else?
More tea?
I haven't had any yet.
So she can't take more.
It means you can't take less. It's easier to take more than nothing.
Oh dear, the dormouse has fallen asleep again.
Wake up, wake up.
So these 3 little sisters, they were learning to draw, you know.
What did they draw?
You can draw water out of a water well, so I should think you can draw molasses out of a molasses well.
But they were in the well.
Of course they were well in.
I've never seen such cruel behavior. Stop it! I'll never go there again.
Let's do something before Dormouse falls asleep again.
Let's put her on a teapot.
Good idea.
Stupidest tea party I was ever at in all my life.
No room, no room.
Let's all move up place.
No room, no room.
Let's all move up place.
Hey, don't go splashing paint over me like that. I couldn't help it. You jogged my elbow. That's right. Always lay the blame on others. You better not talk. I heard the Queen say only yesterday that you deserve to be beheaded. What for? That's none of your business. Yes, it's his business, and I'll tell him. It was afraid of the tofu to stab onions. Well, about the unjust things. My about done. Almost. Why are you painting that rose? Why, the fact is, you see, miss, this here ought to have been a red rose, and we put a white rose in by mistake. And if the Queen were to find out, she'd be furious. That should do it. Just right. Best be on our way.
I'm traveling to the 8th Square. I seem to miss the train station.
Question is, did it miss you?
I might as well try talking to the flowers as to get any sense from those two.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Oh,
I didn't mean to startle you.
I didn't know you could talk. I can talk. We all can. How is that possible?
Anything is possible in Wonderland.
Welcome to Wonderland, this magic place, this other land, where everything is quite absurd. It's even stranger than you've heard. Welcome to Wonderland, let's try to help you understand.
out here, what would you do if any danger had come?
There's a tree nearby.
What on earth could a tree do?
It could say bow wow. That's why its branches are called boughs.
Didn't you know that?
Goodness gracious, Marden flowers!
Silence! Every one of you!
How is it that you can all talk?
Put your hand down and feel the ground.
It's very hard. In most gardens, they make the bed too soft, so the flowers are asleep all the time.
I never thought of that before. Are there any more people in the garden?
People like you mean?
Yes.
There's another female in the garden somewhere. Same awkward shape as you, but much paler.
Her petals are shorter, I think.
Does she ever come out here?
She's coming this way now. I hear her footsteps thump thump along the gravel walk.
I don't want to listen to her. She talks such nonsense.
Like this one. Let's plant ourselves someplace else.
Not only they talk, they walk. Things indeed are getting curiouser and curiouser. Someone's lost their shawl. All torn and dirty.
Grandmother! 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 Grandmother!
I have your shawl. This is your shawl, isn't it?
Grandmother!
I do hope she'll be able to carry on a decent conversation. Am I addressing the White Queen?
Well, yes. If you call that addressing, I've been addressing myself for the last 2 hours. Nothing I wear fits right.
May I put your shawl straight for you? Poor thing, she's covered with pins holding her dress together.
Temperamental shawl. There's no pleasing it. I pinned it all to one side.
It won't hang right if you pin it all to one side. Dear me, what a state your hair is in.
Quite true, my dear. I'm afraid I'm quite a mess. The brush got entangled in my hair, and I lost the comb yesterday. But I'm sure I can make do. I pin a little here. I fold a little there. Fix a little, coax a little. With all of that, my dear,
It flops a little here, and it flops a little there. It bags a bit, it snags a bit.
oh, it's most difficult to dress, my dear. I comb a little here. I brush a little there. Primp a little, crimp a little. With all of that, my dear,
It drops a little here, and it flops a little there. It sags a bit, it drags a bit.
oh, it's most difficult to do your hair.
I could tidy up your hair for you, but you should have it made.
You don't be my maid. I'll give you 2 cents a week and jam every other day.
I don't like jam.
You couldn't have it if you did want it.
Why not?
The rule is jam tomorrow and jam yesterday, but never jam today. It's the effect of living backwards.
I never heard of such a thing, living backwards.
My memory works both ways, forward and backwards. I can remember things that happened the week after next.
I'm sure mine only works one way. I can't remember things before they happen. What sort of things you remember best?
I remember the trial for the knave of hearts for stealing tarts, and the trial hasn't even started. Ow! My finger! My finger's bleeding! Oh! Finger!
Did you nick your finger?
No, not yet, but I shall. No, not yet, but I shall. And I fasten my shawl with this brooch.
Now you've gone and done it.
Of course I have. Weren't you listening?
Why do you scream out now and jump about?
I've already done the screaming and jumping about. What would be the good of doing it all over again?
Everything is so different here. I can't believe what I see and hear.
You haven't had much practice. Close your eyes and turn around. Keep turning. Oh, a butterfly! A lovely butterfly! Grandmother, 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 grandmother.
Am I doing this right? I'm getting dizzy.
Going around in circles won't get you anywhere, you know.
Where's
tail?
She was here a moment ago. Besides, I've heard quite enough stories since I've been in Wonderland, thank you.
Stories? Who's talking about stories? I'm talking about a tail. My tail. Mine is a long and sad tail.
Your tail is certainly long. But why is it sad?
Fury said to a mouse that he met in the house, "Let us both go to the law. I will prosecute." You're not paying attention.
I beg your pardon.
What's the sense of telling my tale? No one's listening.
Quite true.
Fury said to a mouse that he met in the house, "Let us both go to the law. I will prosecute."
Surrender. Seize one who goes so well. Take it to the queen.
I'll be the judge, said the cunning old bird.
I know nothing about justice. That's the first qualification.
Says here the prisoner's a knave of hearts.
Wonder what he's done. He stole some tarts.
Do you think we should go?
I think better. It doesn't do to anger the queen.
We could have some fun on the way.
Like what? We'll think of something.
Another caucus race?
Yes, a caucus race, a caucus race.
Ever heard of such creatures serving on a jury? It's nonsense.
I hope it's safe. Is it?
Why don't you ask me? After all, I'm sitting here.
Humpty Dumpty! I'm in the 6th square. How exactly like an egg he is.
It's very provoking to be called an egg.
I said he looks like an egg. Some eggs are very pretty.
And some people have no more sense than a baby. Tell me your name and your business.
My name is Alice.
A stupid name. What does it mean?
Must a name mean something?
My name means the shape I am. Good, handsome shape. With a name like Alice, you could be any shape.
Why do you sit out here all alone?
I'm not alone. You're with me.
Wouldn't you be safer on the ground?
If I did fall off, the King of Hearts has promised that all of his horses and all of his men.
Can't imagine what good they would do.
Why not?
Everybody knows the answer to that. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again.
Stop! The terrible bird.
I didn't mean to upset you.
Change subject. I insist.
That's a very beautiful belt you put on. Or is it a bow tie?
Bow tie, child. And a beautiful one at its day. A present from Your Majesty, the King and Queen of Hearts. They gave it to me for an unbirthday present.
And what is an unbirthday present?
A present given when it isn't your birthday, of course. How many days are there in a year?
365.
How many birthdays do you have?
1.
There you have it. Only one day for presents. With on birthdays, you get 364 presents a year. Now I shall recite.
Please don't.
'Twas Burlick and the Slides Cove, to gyre and gimble in the waves.
I won't listen to another poem.
Dear me, you are disagreeable. The piece I shall recite now was written entirely for your amusement. The least you could do is be courteous. And winter went to get their wife. I sing the song for your delight.
No.
Oh, very well.
I'd better be on my way. Goodbye till we meet again.
I wouldn't know you if we did meet again. You are so exactly like other people. 2 eyes, nose in the middle, mouth under. Now, for instance, if you had 2 eyes on the same side of the head, our mouth on top, that'd be some help.
It wouldn't look nice.
Wait until you try.
Of all the unsatisfactory people I've ever met.
Excuse me. Why? What have you done?
Nothing, Your Majesty.
Doing nothing in Wonderland is a crime. Very well. You have a nice face. I'll excuse you this time. I feel faint. Give me a ham sandwich.
I'm afraid I don't have a ham sandwich.
Hay then.
Hay?
There's nothing like a mouthful of hay when you're feeling faint.
I should think throwing cold water over you would be better.
Who do you see down that road?
Nobody.
I only wish I had such eyes to be able to see nobody, and at that distance too. Remarkable.
Seems ordinary to me.
Are you coming to the trial?
I'm looking for my crown.
Shouldn't look for it here. The light's not good. Why would you want a crown?
I'm going to be Queen Alice.
Foolish sort of ambition. Anyway, what's an Alice?
Bread butter!
Look, here's the white queen.
Bread butter! Bread butter! Bread butter! Bread butter!
How fast she can run.
There's some enemy after her, no doubt. The woods are full of them.
If that's true, aren't you going to help her?
No use. She runs too quick. Might as well try to catch a bandersnatch. Now, dear, excuse me, my dear. I must find a ham sandwich.
If you could give me the directions to the 8th square first, I'd be so grateful.
I'm glad you had the opportunity to meet me.
I get so angry at this place. Whoa! Now what? Whoa! Whoa! You're the knight who's battled with the card soldier. Did you win?
Oh, I always win. It's hardly any fun when you lose, so if I lose, I say I win. That way I always feel very good about myself.
Doesn't sound like sensible reasoning to me.
Quite right. No sense at all, my dear. I steered mine my lunch pail. I carried it upside down so no rain will get in.
But things can get out. Did you know the lid's open?
I didn't know. Oh dear, all things must have fallen out. The mustard, the mayonnaise, the dog biscuits.
Perhaps you could help me. I'm awfully tired. I don't believe I could walk another step.
Delighted. I hope you got your hair well fastened. The wind gets strong. Hop on.
Whoa! 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 Oh dear! Oh dear! I'm afraid you haven't had much practice.
I've had plenty of practice. The great art of riding is to keep your balance properly. You've only a few yards to go. Down the hill and over the little brook, and you'll be Queen Alice. Climb up on back.
Yep, thank you.
Here we go.
You missed the fish and soup.
Bread butter! Bread butter! Bread butter! Bread butter! Bread butter! Bread butter! Bread butter!
White queen?
Red queen, the royalest of them all.
Here we are, the two queens. Work both night and day, queens. We're the best of the rest. We're the cream of Queen Supreme. Here we are, the two queens. Work both night and day, queens. We're the best of the rest. We're the cream of Queen Supreme. Here we are, the two queens. Work both night and day, queens. We're the best of the rest. We're the cream of Queen Supreme.
Now what? An uninvited guest to the banquet.
Here we are, young lady. You'll find your crown somewhere near, I have no doubt.
Thank you. You've been very kind.
I hope so. You didn't cry as much as I thought you would.
Whoa! Watch what you're doing, Rosie! Ow! The fellow's fallen off his horse. The fellow's fallen off his horse.
That's no way to get anywhere.
Poor man. He's really not the horseman he thinks he is.
About time you got here.
Were you expecting me?
Queen Alice.
Your Majesty. Well, this is grand. I never expected to be a queen so soon.
I invite you to Alice's dinner party this afternoon.
And I invite you. there's to be a party. If there is to be one, I think I ought to invite the guests.
We gave you the opportunity of doing that, but I can see you haven't had many lessons in manners.
Can you do addition?
Yes?
What's 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and 1?
I don't know. I lost count.
She can't do addition!
Take a bone from a dog, and what remains?
The bone would remain if I took it. The dog would remain. It would come and bite me. And I'm sure I would remain.
So you think nothing would remain?
I think that's the answer, yes.
Wrong! The dog's temper would remain!
Perhaps you'd feel better if we introduced her to the mutton.
Good idea! Bring in the mutton!
I don't want to meet anyone else.
Don't be shy, Alice. You've got to learn to meet people.
Alice, mutton, mutton, Alice.
I don't care to be introduced to a leg of lamb if you don't mind.
But a leg of lamb does mind. Mutton has feelings too, you know. Take care.
Oh, something's going to happen.
We'll have to run awfully fast to catch that leg of lamb. Oh, goodness! The leg of lamb! It's sprouted wings! It's flying away! Here I am, the 8th square, and I don't have a crown, and no one seems friendly. How am I ever to get home and see my sister and Dinah again?
Oh, the Queen of Hearts, the Queen of Hearts. Oh, won't she be savage if I kept her waiting?
I wish I never saw you in the mirror.
Gracious, what a thing to say. What's the matter, Alice?
You're a fine one to ask. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be here. First, I was told I could have a crown and be Queen Alice. All I had to do was find the 8th square, and I found it, and I'm still as I was. I'm lonely and lost. I do so need a friend.
Why, that's a splendid idea. I would like a friend myself. I've never had one, you know.
Why?
Why, I've never given it much thought. When you hurry and you scurry and the time keeps running down,
And you tick and tock, so worry, and you're chasing them around.
then you need a friend. Yes, you need a friend to the very, very, very end. You need a friend.
When you follow talking rabbits down a rabbit hole alone, and you find that you are lost in Wonderland instead of home,
Then you need a friend. Yes, you need a friend to the very, very, very end. You need a friend. Well, the world is different even now. The chessboard's rearranged. As we find new queens who need new crowns, our lives will always change. So we need a friend. Yes, we need a friend to the very, very, very end. We need a friend. I know! You could be my friend! Would you?
would I? Oh, I'd be delighted to be your friend.
Alice, permit me to introduce myself formally. I am the White Rabbit.
And I, White Rabbit, am Alice, your friend.
Friend, my, what a lovely sound that has to it. As your friend, I should give you a getting acquainted gift.
I adore gifts. What is it?
Your crown.
Oh, wonderful.
Here we are.
That isn't a crown. That's a carrot.
Oh, well, so it is.
the trial yet, my dear.
Stuff and nonsense.
You can't stuff nonsense with pepper. It wouldn't taste right.
Oh dear, I'm late. I've never been to a trial before. I imagine it's quite exciting. I suppose they're the jury? Well, I suppose, if you suppose, we all suppose. What are they putting down? They can't have anything to write yet. The trial hasn't even started.
They're putting down their names. They're afraid they'll forget them by the end of the trial. Silence in the court!
Silence in the court!
Off with his head, off with his head. Chop it, lop it, off with his head.
Read the accusation. Don't bother, we can tell you all about it.
Yes, the Queen of Hearts made some tarts, all in a summer's day.
It was the very hottest day, too hot indeed to fuss. He took the tarts away so she wouldn't give them to us.
Not true, not true. Now listen carefully, all of you. The Queen of Hearts baked those fine tarts with every bit of loving skill. Those tasty tarts were shaped like hearts and with sweet cherries filled.
Your Majesty, it isn't true. Black pepper was in the filling. The knave stole from her just a few. To eat them he was unwilling.
So now you know our plot. Such a clever plot. We knew the knave to be depraved and knew he planned to steal the tarts. We filled them all with pepper to give him quite a start.
The knave is truly innocent. He was caught in her silly plan. He's never liked her awful tarts and steals them if he can.
Consider your verdict.
Not yet. There's something to come before that.
Call the first witness.
First witness.
It's that Mad Hatter.
I beg pardon, Your Majesty. I didn't quite finish my tea when I was sent for.
Then you ought to have finished.
When did you begin?
14th of March, I think it was.
15th.
16th.
Write that down.
Take off your hat.
It isn't mine.
Stolen? Write that down.
I keep past the cell. I've none of my own.
Give your evidence and don't be nervous, or I'll have you executed on the spot.
I'm off the hook for Your Majesty.
You're a very poor speaker.
The poor creature, he's frightened of the king. Silence in the court!
Silence in the court.
I don't know much about this case.
Then he isn't of much use.
You may go.
It's tea time again, thank goodness.
No room, move down.
Next witness. Give your evidence.
So,
What do I do now? You're supposed to cross-examine the next witness. If I must, I must. What are tarts made of?
Pepper mostly. Tarts aren't made of pepper mostly, they're made of molasses.
collar that dormouse!
Turn the dormouse out of court.
Suppress him! Pinch him! Off with his whiskers!
No, help me! My precious whiskers! Help!
They certainly don't have much evidence yet.
Call the next witness.
Really, my dear, you must cross-examine the next witness. If you don't, I shall get a headache.
The next witness is Alice.
Here.
Step forward.
Courage, Alice, courage. What do you know about this business?
Nothing. Nothing whatever? Nothing whatever.
That's very important. Write that down.
Who is this creature?
Some kind of monster. I met it in the wood. Calls itself Alice.
You've forgotten Rule 42.
Rule 42?
All creatures named Alice must leave the court. It's the oldest rule in the book.
Then it ought to be rule number 1.
Consider your verdict.
Oh, my friend, my poor friend. I must help her. This paper has just been picked up, Your Majesty. What's in it? It seems to be a letter written by the prisoner, or rather, a set of verses. Read what's on the paper. Where shall I begin?
At the beginning, of course.
And carry on until the end. Ahoy, ahoy.
She gave me a good character, but said I could not swim.
Stop! That's the most important piece of evidence we've heard yet.
Nonsense! There's not a word of meaning in it. If there's no meaning in it, that saves a world of trouble.
We don't have to look for any.
Let me see that. I said I could not swim. You swim, don't you?
No, Your Majesty.
Then it couldn't be you.
A brilliant deduction, Your Majesty.
Consider your verdict. No. Sentence first, verdict afterwards. Stupid nonsense. The idea of having the sentence first. Careful, friend. Careful. Don't lose your temper.
Don't lose your temper.
This isn't a trial at all. It's a mockery. You hold your tongue. I won't. Off with her head. Oh. What are you waiting for? Seize her. The bear's not here. You're not even a Alice. Wake up, Alice, dear. What a long sleep you've had. You fell asleep. I didn't want to wake you. You look so peaceful. I had such a curious dream. I saw a white rabbit with a pocket watch. What imagination, come on. It was a wonderful dream. A white rabbit with a pocket watch? Who ever heard of such a thing? Oh, the Duchess! Oh, won't she be savage if I've kept her waiting? I'm late!
Wonderland is fabulous, marvelous, glorious. Wonderland, Wonderland.